make sure that we can get everything set up, and we back on a whole nother live stream. Heck yeah. Figured might as well just get that set up so that way we can get some good work done this morning. Still ain't getting no paper towels, guys. I'll have to work on that. Cool. We still live? Okay, there we go. Timer's back going again. Heck yeah. Hopefully we'll have people come in here a little while today. We're going to be cleaning out the mice and rat enclosures again. So we still got a little bit of things we got to do to finish getting this bad boy right again inside of here. And slowly but surely, the shed's coming together. We did some reorging last week. I had a day off during the week. And I think that's what we're going to continue to do on these days off. Just try to reorg some stuff here. Because we got a lot of stuff we got to get done. Like put up some new bug traps. Stuff those been up there for a little while now. That ain't no biggie. They could definitely use it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rocking and get rolling. Let's see. Oh, some of these buttons we got here. Oh, that does. Lighting, green screen. Don't want that right now. That's interesting. Is there a button there? Let's flip the camera back and forth. That's pretty interesting. Oh, so I can have images on the screen or something behind me. I guess you can green screen that behind me. That's pretty cool stuff. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the live stream. We're just getting everything kind of set up and ready to get started with some mouse enclosure cleaning. All right, we got it. Get this thing rolling though. Not sure how much time I'm gonna have before I have to. Ooh, hello. You look gorgeous. Big beautiful rat. Same as you over here. Big beautiful rat. I love my big beautiful rats. Hello, sir. Hello. Which one of you is the boy? Definitely not you. You're the boy rat. This one we just had some fresh little babies. Little baby maces. So out of those two, you see we had two brown rats, and then we also had our regular fancy rat. And we got us some little mouse babies here, little nuggets, some more snakes. Probably gonna let these just grow up a little bit. But out of that, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mice all together. And we got two brown, two black. Well, one, two, three. Let's see. One, two. Separate these guys out here. I don't think we got any albinos in this mix. So out of that, we got three normals, and we also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brown ones. So that's the ratio for this litter of pups with these two different genetic variants of rats. Just to note that on the record, so when we go back, we can check on some of these and we can compile some information together on all my little rat friends here. Put this right here so that way we can have a spot. Put our rat friends not be hindered. What was that? Clump down in there. Ah, no, chew block. They're a clump. That's true. Cover up my face a little bit. I should get me a mask to wear while I'm doing this. That way I'm not bringing all these dust and particles in. It helps with the pump spray. Yeah, I can't say. I'm not gonna say that name. But hello, what's going on? Alright. Yeah, I ripped my glove somehow. Between all that. these guys' house back in order. We'll actually wipe this off a little bit here. Okay. You don't have to sweep up. Alright, my rat scallion friend. You go back home. You can go in there as well. I'd say overall, I mean, they're pretty nice rats. I mean, they will let you hold them. I mean, not bite you absurdly. Pretty awesome creatures. I enjoy rats a lot. I like rats. I like you, rat. You're such a pretty rat. Yes. As long as you don't try to hurt them and stuff like that, they tend to be pretty calm, pretty relaxed. So gorgeous. You're just a pretty rat. Yes, aren't you? You're just a pretty rat. Well, was one there? Yep. One down, many more to go. One down, many more to go. Thank you, sir. There you go. Let me get you in there as well. I require your assistance, Mr. Albino or Mrs. Albino. Now I shall have to lock you up. Indeed. Indubitably. Now, mark this. Send this to the old trash can. You have to fill up you guys' water bowl. And a can of beans. Heck yeah. Yeah, ain't nothing too crazy going on today, guys. Just some usual cleaning stuff. Then next Sunday we'll clean out the snake cages again. make some more content and more paper towel, and then sure want to get all the crusties out from in here. I reckon. Ooh. All right. Another one. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good, guys. Well, I'll be back, guys. Didn't expect that to happen. I gotta go change clothes. Jesus. Freaking Christ. There we go. We back connected again. Hope y'all can hear me pretty good. Well, that was a wild thing to happen. Huh. So trying to get my container lined up appropriately on the rack here. So that way we don't have no escapees, but things happen and then the glove broke. What a morning, guys. That is wild. If you haven't seen that, y'all need to go back and watch that on the live. We'll say I don't know how long this microphone's gonna last because I haven't used this one yet. Anyway, back to our scheduled programming. Jesus freaking Christ. But, you know, you live and you learn. You don't let stuff bother you. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we still got stuff to do. Work needs to be done. And you let one little old thing like that get to you, you're going to have a bad rest of the morning. That's what we're not going to have, a bad morning. Feels good outside. We got snake getting ready to start breeding soon. It's going to be awesome here at the old Josue's Exotics. It's going to be awesome. All right, well, let's load our rodents back inside. Sorry you had to have an extended stay. You on? All right. Cool. Yeah, because I had a problem last time. The reason why I was even doing all this was just to center this up because one side fell down and we had rats everywhere. Amanda Lorenzo, appreciate you coming through, dropping some comments, cleaning up my breeding cages for some mice, and I just had a bucket of water fall on my head, literally. Dude, that was freaking insane. All right, let's move on to this next one here. There you go, big boy. Now, so go ahead and I'll close this up. Make sure we don't have no escapees here. Now, these guys have a litter of babies here, and as you can tell, those are two brown rats just by themselves, and their litter. Oh no, I dropped one. Well, I had a bouncy chair right here. I hurt him. You can see we got a whole little litter of babies. Thank you, Amanda, for subscribing. Heck yeah. So out of all those babies, we got one albino, one, two, three, four, five, five brown rats or black ones, maybe no albinos, and all the rest of them would be fancy rats, just the ones with the black heads and the white bodies. So about one, two, three, eight next to five. One, two, three. Yeah, yeah. So 8 to 5. I'm pretty sure this one's a fancy one. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13 babies, and 8 of them were regular and 5 brown ones. Two all brown rats. They do have white bellies on them, so they're not completely brown. I think you guys are freaking awesome. And I could talk about a little bit of care for the mice and rodents. So, as you can tell, I do keep them in a breeding rack here, which was made. I didn't make this one, but it was made by someone. Both of these actually were. One's a little bit constructed a little better than the other, in my opinion. Because you can tell somebody actually had a little bit of woodworking skill made this one, and the other one not so much. Just proportions are off, and short pieces, long pieces. Maybe they were just working with what they had. Why did you guys freaking fall? There. You see another wet spot. I can get cleaned up. So each enclosure has its own space and occupancy of rodents. So with these tubs that we use, these concrete mixing tubs, which is a pretty convenient way, a cheap way to house these animals like this. Every week, it's pretty, every other week. I do it every 2 weeks now. One more to try this thing out. All right, so there we go. All right, so we use pine shavings inside of these enclosures. A lot of people swear against pine, said it's not good for the rodents, but I haven't had any issues. I've been using it for years. I was using aspen venom for the longest time because aspen venom was, convenient for me to get at the time. But they have this new super fine cut pine shavings I like a whole lot more, which is about half the price of what your aspen venom would be. If you buy it from Petco, it's like about $20 a bag, and you do it every 2 weeks. You need a whole bag, so 2 bags a month. So you're spending $40 versus spending $26. So there's a lot going on with that too. So you got to think about price of everything, so that way we can keep our costs down on maintaining our animals and stuff here, so we can maximize the profits. It gives us more free money to use somewhere else down the line. Now, we'll move our water in. Nice out of the way here. I need to get these centered up a whole lot better than it is. Cool. Attach our water. Vacuum to wherever we want that to go. Cool. That house looks relatively clean. And in each one of these enclosures, we got a chew block, because rats like to chew on things a lot. So I have 2 chew blocks. I also include like these little tubes and things that I have just laying around. It gives them something to kind of mess around with and stuff. So, and pretty simple stuff. And then I got to go by the store and get some more hay. I like to put hay in all my ones with the breeding rats and stuff. They use that for nesting material. So, but I mean, other than that, I mean, they're pretty low maintenance and easy pets to maintain, I would say. All right. So, here's a male that was in here. It's pretty gorgeous, big rat. Like I said, I enjoy my rat friends just as much as the next. He's not as soft as some of the other ones, but he's still a pretty cute little rat. And it looks like they enjoy getting petted. So I mean, don't you like getting petted because you're a pretty rat, huh? Huh? Is that what it is? You good rat? I mean, they seem to enjoy it. I mean, he's not biting me. They allow you to mess with their face, underneath their chin. So I think I say they like me pretty much, pretty good. So even with this one's the female. You see, she's another brown rat. We'll put a little babies in here. Hopefully, Mama Rat would do pretty good taking care of them. Most of these enclosures for rats, I would only put like 2, one male and a female in it, and then kind of let them do their thing. It gets a little crowded with anything more than that inside of these enclosures, so you also need to give them the space. Because who likes being cramped up? Cool. So now we can move on. Those are all the breeding rat cages that we have. And now we got our breeding mouse cages. Mice are a little bit more finicky to deal with, and they're a whole lot smaller, obviously. This one's got some pretty good size little hopper rats in it. A lot more little rats in here than I thought it was. Jeez Louise. And I recently changed the tops out on these to accommodate my little rat friends a little bit better. We're going to feed off a lot of them today. So we know where to get them from, I can tell you that much. Yeah, we got to get all these out of here. A couple too many. This is the size I like to keep them freeze when they're little hoppers like this, because these are pretty useful feed to a lot of my snakes here. So it's good to go ahead and get them in this stage of life and freeze them. All right. Where is my coffee cup at? I need some coffee. And that's about 6:30. Let's see. Damn, that's a lot to spend for your enclosures. Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, these were given to me. I didn't actually make these. Most time I do make all my stuff personally, but when somebody wants to give me some free stuff, I went in and picked these up, totes and everything, because they need to get rid of these. So it pays to have friends and know people. And I went by, picked them up, and started using them. But eventually, I was going to end up making my own. I mean, I got a lot more expensive enclosures than just that. I mean, there's a whole gang of stuff like all the way over there. So but it's well worth it because as many snakes that I have and all the stuff that I have to do with them, and breeding the mice and rats are a whole lot cheaper than what you would think than buying them from the store. I've saved so much money doing this little bit of work that I would never stop as long as I got reptiles. I mean, I had to upgrade it a little bit because this wasn't originally what I was breeding them in. I had a little bit smaller of a breeding stock because I didn't really need this many mice and rats than what I used to need. My little collection was smaller. But as of right now, it's at a good sustainable level. Now, if I start selling these things like worldwide, or start selling them more often, that might be a little different. Yeah, too much in there. Okay. Let's sit that back in there. Now we just gotta clean out their little houses. Wherever I put those at. Yeah, don't look too dirty. I think I'm gonna swap out their 2 blocks and give these guys something a little smaller and give them something bigger. Cool. And for the rats, I like to use paper towel tubes for them. Those I have a plethora of, and I just rip them apart or either cut them apart. Just throw 2 of those in there. And that gives them something fancy. So we know where all the mises is at. Right. Let's throw that in there. There's a little bit more bedding in here. Well, it don't take super long. We do got some pretty cool looking mice too. I would say this one's kind of like a goldish looking color, tan. Look like they're getting a little old though. So it's probably gonna be time to swap them out with some new ones. And probably like once a year, twice a year, I'll go buy some fresh mice to mix in with the breeding stock to keep the genetics varying a little bit in there, because mice can inbreed a little bit and it won't affect them. That's why we use them for scientific purposes, because they're pretty good for producing the same results and stuff. Huh. Okay. Yeah, they getting a little old. Well, sure, the mice enclosures really don't be that dirty. Believe it or not. Listen, the baby's still alive. He's coughing a little bit. Let's see. Apparently, I ripped another glove. I don't understand. Like, that don't even, I mean, that's a, what, 2X? Oh, it's an XL. Yeah, you figure that'd be big enough. I got 2XL gloves, but Jesus, shouldn't have to get no 2X's. At least I got plenty of disposable gloves. That's another thing that you got to keep up with, man. Is inventory on certain things like that, like disposable gloves. Personally, I like to keep my hands clean instead of me digging around inside all this rat poop and stuff. All right, let's get this filled up. It's not like we got all day either. Right, dollar enclosure cleaned. All right, and we need some paper towel tubes. I think I'm gonna take another one and give to the other guys up top. Whew. All right, guys. It's been a long morning already. 6:30. I was thinking. I was thinking it'd been about an hour. Give these guys some more chew blocks. And even with the chew blocks, I also make them out of pine wood. So, like old pieces of wood that I've just saved, it does pretty good for them. And we just gotta fill up everybody's food, pick up some dog food this week, and then I need to write a list down of things I need to go to the store and get. Paper towels, dog food. I need that hardware cloth too, so I can start working on changing out some of these other ones too. All right. Some little babies in here too, huh? Holy shit. That's a lot of little turds have grown up pretty good. pile of them that time. But I have some more babies, it look like. You guys are breeding good. Holy cannoli, Batman. I wouldn't recommend pulling this whole container out like this if you ain't been doing this for a while, because you be done had rats everywhere. Holy cannoli, Batman. You know, there's this many of you in here. Yeah, after we feed the snakes that we need to feed, which don't look like we got any actual pinkies this time around because they're all enrolled up. So hopefully I should have some pinkies, frozen pinkies I can just pull out my container here. All right, well, that one had a little cyst on her. I think I just popped it when I messed with it just then. Maybe she'll reabsorb that shit and be okay. Definitely have plenty of babies. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Amanda. For real. I'm glad you came through. I'm glad you subscribed. And you can get to see all the reptile content because I have a lot of venomous snakes. I got regular snakes. We got frogs and stuff coming. It's going to be a pretty good time of just building an empire of reptile stuff. All right, let's get this here. Been growing a little slower than what I've been wanting to grow, but hey, every little bit counts. That's how I look at it. I mean, I started from the bottom and I didn't have nothing. And I made it to where I'm at now. I mean, it took a lot of work and dedication, but you see what the fruits of my labor. Right. there. She got some tubes. Alright, guys and gals. Get all you little turds back in there. Now, go ahead and lock this bad boy down. And give us another trash bag. But yeah, if you got any reptile related questions, things like that, Amanda or whoever else is out there, you can always answer down in the comments, and I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. I have a pretty extensive range of reptile knowledge, I would say. For sure. Ooh, I think I'm needing another little sip of some coffee. Getting a little breakfasty too. Whew. Well, 4 more enclosures to go. Well, that's a little unheard of. Is there a boy rat in here somewhere? Ooh, you scared me. Thought you were gonna bite me. Ooh. Holy shit. You're a female rat. Who the fuck is this boy? You're the one giving birth. Are you a boy rat? No? How are y'all pregnant? What the fuck? No boy rat, huh? That's interesting. These guys must have just got born. They're so tiny. That's kind of crazy. Because I don't think there is a boy rat in there. I mean, I'm going to check one more time and make sure. But I'm pretty sure I didn't see a boy rat nest. I don't know how the fuck they pregnant. Is there a dead one in here? Something I don't know about? Definitely don't. Let's see. Well, Amanda, I'm not even sure at this point how many I have. Just a lot. Probably close around maybe 50, maybe 50, 60 rats, 50, 60 mice. Something like that. I mean, that had to happen recently. I had been pregnant for a minute. I don't know if they could have been pregnant when I put them in there. From the grow bins. Yeah, let's clean it out first, and we'll worry about all that later. All right. This bad boy open. All right, go back to my bedding. Smith and Wesson over here. Oh man, I'm tired. But we gotta get this done before I go inside. Well, glad I got that done. It looks like I need to do a little dusting over here. Oh, so you want to know the difference between a boy and a girl mouse? It's pretty easy. I mean, they do have genitalia. So male mousies and ratses got some pretty enlarged genitalia, and it's pretty distinguishable when they get a little older. But when they're younger, it may be a little harder to discern because they can suck them in a little bit to make it look like they're a female. But females also have nipples on them. Okay. That I can say, Miss Amanda. Attach the water. Okay. You're a rat. You're a rat. Definitely a girl rat. Girl rat. Definitely a girl rat. Definitely a girl rat. I don't know how that happened. Cool. Some bedding in here just to have at the bottom. Poop won't be sticking to everything. We'll feed off some of you guys too. The ball pythons can eat today. You know, some of these big old ratses. You feed all the ball pythons and then you feed the that mouse didn't have a full tail. Hmm. Cool. Almost done. Just get the water source. Booyah. Right. Good stuff. Wish I got some music playing though. That'd be the only thing. Keep you guys interested. You know, sometimes it can be pretty boring because I ain't really doing a whole lot today. Clean out these mouse enclosures. That way they're not so stinky in here. Especially if we've been having some visitors. Cool. Clean this off before we get too crazy with it. I don't think I'm allergic to these guys, am I? Arm is itching. I got bit by a mosquito or something. I got like some little whelps on my arm. All right, get that good clean. Gotta hurry up. Time is running thin. Give these guys some chew blocks. And a pair of towel tubes. And we can dump them back in. Swap that back in. Give them some, make sure they got the water. And move on to the next one. Big rats. Oh no. trying to go going as fast as I can. I don't know. It's like a race against the clock. Oh, do you have anyone with you except me? Well, there's some other people. There's like two or three other people watching right now. It's real early in the morning, so I can't blame a lot of people. Plus, we're not really doing nothing super interesting. A lot of people don't watch the rat cleaning lives as much. So, pop these back in here. Probably throw this one away. Get these guys some more chew blocks. And wash this out. It's a little on the dirty side. Just go white now. Right, y'all three, get your butts in here. You got this, Katie. We can go a little while longer, huh? Yeah, we're done for the day. I'm tired. Cool. That makes me happy. So now that we're done with that, we'll go ahead and move some stuff out of the way. Know if you guys can hear my massive rattlesnake over there rattling away. That's one thing I don't tell you about them blood. They'll never stop. Top off everybody's food a little bit. That should be good. So tomorrow, get some more food. Throw this away. It's all wet. Right, I guess we can take the gloves off now since we're done messing with that. All right. Well, heck yeah. Well, I'll see you guys on the next live stream. We're all done here.